Hello Cinnamon Bun, let's plan for May. So this month I decided to go for a candles and crystals theme, and that was based on my 2018 cover page, and really just because I wanted something which would be pretty quick and simple to draw. Like, I did not want this to take a long time. So I started out by testing my theme ideas on some scrap paper. Now, I'm not very practiced at lettering and doodling, so this was really helpful for me. I've also been working within a really limited colour palette with my Tombos, and so I wanted to see if there's anything new that I could come up with for that. And I ended up really loving this teal cursive font, which I went over the bottom half again in that really bright pink, and it created this really dark purple. And giving it a pink drop shadow gave me this really cool kind of 80s like neon vibe, so I decided to run with that for the rest of the theme. So my monthly spread is nothing very new. It's across 2 pages with 3 columns for morning, afternoon and evening, and I used the 4th column for my habit tracker. Now recently I reintroduced habit tracking into my weekly spreads, but I just wasn't keeping up with it, and so I decided to go back to a really simple monthly tracker. I also forgot to leave room to write the habits themselves, so I figured out some icons to use on some paper instead. Next I have my work and spend lists. Now this is just where I keep track of how many hours I've worked on various projects or jobs and what I'm spending that's over and above living costs. And on the next page I have a new addition, so this is a writing tracker. Each 20-minute sprint of writing is a novel stop, and the goal is to fill this up with novel stop stickers over the month. Now I'm planning on doing a whole video on this method because I'm really excited about it. So if you've watched my Write Your Damn Novel Pep Talk video, this might look or sound a little bit familiar, but I'm not going to go into it in very much detail right now, so keep an eye out for that in the future. Unfortunately, while I was trying to stick it in, I ran out of glue tape, so I just paper clipped my printout for now until I can tape it in properly later on. On my next spread, I left a blank page which is going to be for notes or maybe a doodle page, and I'm trying out a 1 line a day spread, which I've never done before, but I thought it might be nice to look back on what I did in the month, since I don't actually journal or anything or keep a diary, and I hope that it's going to encourage me to update my bullet journal every day, because I've been really slipping on that and I would like to build that daily habit again of using it every single day. And finally, I'm putting together my first weekly spread. My brain absolutely hates dates, so I find it much easier to keep track of the weeks going by if I use the week number. So I'm setting up week 18 of 2018 here. I've tried a few different weekly spreads recently and I've been really frustrated with all of them and ended up having to use like sporadic daily spreads where I didn't have enough room, and I just decided to create this really meaty weekly spread over 4 pages, which should be plenty of room for daily planning too. Now I've got a sidebar on the left for the week title, and I'll probably use the space underneath for some doodling or goals or intentions for the week, and then I have a half-page column for each day. So the top bar of each day is marked off for my top 3 tasks for that day. Because I often overload myself with too many things to do in one day, and then I feel crappy about my productivity even though I might have got things done. So this way I know what's important, it's those 3 things, and any tasks in the section below that I get done are just icing on the cake. And to finish off, I just added the events from my calendar and made some small tweaks and additions. And here is the completed spread. As always, I'm Rachael Stephen, novelist, YouTuber, Woodland Hellbitch, and if you like this video, be sure to subscribe. And if you'd like to see what some of these spreads look like filled in and things, then be sure to go and follow me on Instagram at Rachael E. Stephen.
One comes around one today. They don't see things the same. Two walk like two out the door. Then you have